Thunderbolts was a fun movie with fun characters. Yelena absolutely carried. John Walker went from being really unlikable to actually being kinda cool. Red Guardian was a Hall of Fame mascot with so much gusto, bruh. This is literally if Zangief was a superhero. And Bucky truly was armed and dangerous. This movie somehow actually made me care about Sentry, bruh. He was so fire. Oh my goodness. But there's one specific member of the team who I need to see more of soon. That's right, Taskmaster.
Boy, if you don't.
Nah, but for real, Ghost needs more love. Ava Star is truly the Forgotten Thunderbolt. Asterisk. Taskmaster don't count because she ain't even make it to the actual plot of the movie. But shout out her, I guess. But we gotta talk about Ghost. First and foremost, spoilers for Thunderbolts. Go ahead and watch the movie right now if you haven't. Before Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ghost was somebody I truly had zero idea existed. There was a version of the character in Armored Adventures that I completely blacked out from my memory, I guess. She was pretty great in Ant-Man and the Wasp though. The suit, cold. Her powers, some heat. And her backstory was pretty interesting. But then, we never saw her again. And I love most of those Ant-Man movies, but with a lot of those characters, it's out of sight, out of mind. Tell me you remember T.I. and Polka Dot Man's names in these movies, dog. I certainly could not do it. But I'm glad she came back for Thunderbolts because she easily has the coolest abilities out of the whole team. Her powers are low-key just kitty pride, but better and not racist. Why did they do that, bruh? She can phase through anything and go invisible too. Welcome back, Lemillion. Close enough. I think it's cool she has way more mastery of her powers versus the last time we saw her. She said she can stay invisible for a whole minute now, which is a huge step up from not really being able to control it at all. The way she uses her powers is so dynamic though. She really was moving like Lemillion. I ain't never seen Shadowcat do anything like these. She's the antithesis of everything the Weaving Nation stands for. Why dodge when you can just phase right through any attack and look clean as hell while doing it? Peep how Yelena threw her knife at Ghost and she caught this by phasing through it. She too cold. The after image type effect she has whenever she uses her powers is so fire too. There's just so much visual personality in her powers. It's beautiful. And it makes her combat so saucy. Yelena was trying her hardest to Swiss cheese her and she was literally swatting her away like an insectoid. Sentry did bully the f out of her, but hey, that don't really count, bruh. Sentry is bullying everybody in this movie. I think her suit in this movie looked cool, but I do really miss the all-white fit she had before. But I get making it black kind of matches with the rest of the team, and also she's doing way more covert Ambu Black Ops type stuff than before. Although low-key though, wasn't she doing the same type of covert type beat with S.H.I.E.L.D.? I don't fully remember. Don't fact check me. Actually do fact check me, cause right? I don't know. It's been too long. I'm not rewatching Ant-Man and the Wasp. Respectfully, shout out that movie. Right? Was that movie good? I'll never know. In my memory, it was pretty great. I do miss the red eyes, but the blank mask with the little glowing white dots is actually clean as hell. Maybe I'm just remembering crazy wrong, but the mask kind of reminds me of a Destiny character design. Holy throwback. Hey, Titans Standout though. Shout out my Titans. You feel me? Shout out the, you know what I'm saying, the Titans. It's kind of funny that Red Guardian is like the only one not wearing black in this movie, dog. I'm telling you, this is a Hall of Fame mascot. He's also the only one with a real nickname. I mean, I guess there's Ghost too, but I don't remember if anybody actually calls her that in the movie. I mean, maybe they did though. I don't really remember anybody calling her Ava either, so I don't... Did they call her Ghost? I don't remember. It is funny that she ends up being the one to Swiss cheese Taskmaster. I was like 1,000,000% sure Sentry was gonna pack her up or something, but nah. She didn't even get to meet the nigga. The way it happened was kind of perfect for Ghost's moveset. Taskmaster literally never seen it coming. No joker. I just wish there was more of Ghost in Thunderbolts. There were so many fun and big personalities in this movie, but she kind of felt like she got drowned out in those other big personalities. Like the closest comparison I can think of off the dome is like Freewater 7 Nico Robin. She's just kind of there, but that was by design in Robin's case. I think we really could have benefited from getting her POV of the Void and what she went through. Yeah, we saw her origin as a child in Ant-Man, but what about everything else she's been up to since then? Like, bro, what happened to her adopted father who was with her? Is Morpheus still alive? Is Othello ever coming back? She's in this movie and on this team because she has a troubled past and has done some horrible things. She worked for S.H.I.E.L.D. for years doing all type of slimy shit. And then she worked for Valentina for years and did even slimier shit. We definitely could have seen something. Not showing us Bucky's flashback makes sense, you feel me? We've seen a lot of Winter Soldier's fuckery throughout the Infinity Saga and after. Didn't he spend a lot of Falcon and Winter Soldier like going through and like trying to apologize to all the people he did dirty? We also got a little bit of John Walker's flashback toward the beginning of the movie. Seeing some of Alexi's would have been nice too, but at least he was more present in the movie, you know? Side note of Doom, I love how John Walker was an absolute tweaker in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and those elements are still here, especially at the beginning of this movie. Bro, that serum got him also, I could just be completely forgetting, but did Ava get snapped? And if she didn't, does that mean she ain't get fully cured till 5 years after the last time we saw her? Is she even actually cured for real? I think based on the way she was moving in this movie, the answer is yes. The fact that she has a hard limit on her abilities right now makes me think she was at least somewhat cured enough, I guess. I do really like how integral she was to the earlier parts of this movie. They needed her abilities to escape the Ox facility, and she could have left them motherfuckers at any point, but she was like, nah, bro, y'all is kind of cool, you feel me? I guess I'll come back for you. Doomsday is gonna be a really big movie with a lot of characters, but I really hope we get more Ghost interactions throughout the whole thing. If she dies, I'm gonna actually be hot as because what was the point? The returning X-Men are 1,000,000,000,000,000% cooked, but you cannot kill Ghost before expanding on her more. Please! This would absolutely never happen, but I know for a fact Ghost would be so fun to play in a Marvel vs. Capcom game. The phasing would be elite. She'd probably be mad annoying to fight, but hey, you feel me? Yelena and Sentry were definitely still the main standouts for me in this movie, of course, though. I mean, Yelena been a GOAT since Black Widow, so I actually am glad she got a whole ass movie focused on her. She was also easily the best part of Hawkeye. Yelena just ends up being the best part of everything she's in so far, which is kind of cool. She really do need to call herself Black Widow at this point, though. And please give her that headgear with all those glowing eyes she got in the comics. That looks so fire. Hey, look. I peeped. She had that headgear thing in the concept art for this movie, bruh, and then they took it off of her. Why? It was so clean. Thunderbolts was a good movie and I do like it, but it definitely was a little overgassed, and I think that super impacted my viewing of it, so I definitely need to go back and watch it again with like a blank mind this time, you feel me? I do really wish we got more of the Golden Century, or really just more of that final act in general. The Void was perfect though. Oh my goodness. Yo, talk about menacing. Why did that nigga fling glass at their faces? He is evil. Also, I'm curious as to who would win in a fight of overpoweredness between Sentry and Captain Marvel. Hit the two most cracked characters in the MCU right now. Who's winning, bruh? One snap, the Void come out. Actually, she might be cooked in the Void. What would Captain Marvel's Void flashback even be? Also, when Val introduced these niggas as the new Avengers, I could not hold my laughing. These niggas is not avenging shit. Respectfully. Look. I like these guys. But the Avengers? Damn. Who are these niggas? I'm sorry. But that's also the whole point. Like, we're not really supposed to believe in them. Yet, at least. I really want to know how Cap's Avengers versus the new Avengers would go, though. But is there really enough static between these two teams for them to straight up box? Also, I do get Sam not wanting to work with John Walker based on a history they got. He ain't see the same movie we did. So the last time he seen John Walker, he was tweaking the f out. And also, a government mandated Avengers team is just an absolute no-go, bruh. What did we learn? Granted, is it really government mandated if they own Val in this case? But like, did Bucky tell Sam that? I would have hoped so. Who knows? Who the f knows how that conversation really went? Why did it go so bad that this nigga was trying to copyright the name? I don't know, but they got Black Panther on the other team proudly, so that is lit. But yeah, shout out Ghost, shout out the Thunderbolts, asterisk, you feel me? And shout out you.
I can't feel my face right now, I'm burning up. I got this feeling that I won't come down, like, got this feeling that I won't come down.